What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. I hope all is well with you. Got a little bit of breaking news, not really, but this is a kind of a follow-up to something I was wondering on my last video. You guys might remember, I was wondering what is up with Luke Skywalker actor Mark Hamill being so quiet ever since the assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life. I was saying it seems uncharacteristic. He lives practically on X. He's always making this tweet or that tweet, and the majority of them are going at Donald Trump because this guy has got severe, almost terminal, I'm talking explosive Donald Trump derangement syndrome. This man is obsessed easily, and that's putting it lightly. Okay, so I was wondering, why are you so quiet, Mark Hamill? Everybody else is making their little BS statements about how we're glad he's okay, and your Lord and Savior, Joe Biden, he made his statement, so I knew it wouldn't be that long before Mark Hamill crawled out of the butt crack of Joe Biden to say something once he realized what direction he wanted to go in, right? Once he received his marching orders. And going, lo and behold, that is exactly what happened. So we have a statement from Mr. Mark Hamill regarding the assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life. However, it is lacking, and it leaves me feeling a bit underwhelmed. Maybe you guys will have a difference of opinion, but I'm going to read it to you so you can see what's going on here. You might have seen it in the thumbnail. Here it goes. And Mark Hamill says, "There's no place for violence in politics, ever. I'm grateful the former president is okay." He should have just stopped there. But he goes on to say, "That said, never forget that this is the guy who promised the NRA that he would do nothing on gun control and told victims of shootings to just get over it. Hashtag ban assault weapons now." So this is the best you can do, Mark Hamill. This is your idea of a sincere well wish to a man who just got basically shot. Okay? You're saying that you're glad he's okay, but remember, you're the guy who basically asked for it, is what you're saying. And no big surprise here, Mark Hamill is inspired by a so-called tweet from Joe Biden. And as we know, look, I don't know who's running Joe Biden's X page, right? Joe Biden's Twitter page, but it's not Old Man Joe, okay? Old Man Joe is barely aware of life in general. Like, he's a guy, Joe Biden is, who's Joe Biden? Look, you know, every time Joe Biden says, he begins with, look, you know, start your recording because you're going to hear something off the wall. You know, I come from Delaware and I climbed the Himalayas and I fucked your wife. Sorry. Look. But anyway, the tweet on Joe Biden's account says, "I want to ban assault weapons and require universal background checks. Trump promised the NRA he'd do nothing about guns, and he means it." Now, that was from earlier today. So, of course, Mark Hamill has to see this, and Mark Hamill just zones out, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say I'm glad he's okay, but at the same time, he asked for it. You know, so we have learned nothing. Now, I've heard some people speculate that perhaps things are going to change in the way that we approach this and the way that we cover it. You know, America is boiling right now. Boiling. And these mofos act like it can't boil over. This is all we have here, guys. This is all we have. This is our country. But these guys are being so damn irresponsible, so frivolous with this. Now, I know some people who have TDS. They listen to people like Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill, look at me. Look at me. Okay? I have family members who feel the way that you do because they listen to celebrities like you. They ingest the poison and the bile that you put out into the world. Now, let me put something on your mind, Mr. Hamill. Okay? I'm going to say it because a lot of people, I'm sure they were thinking it. When the so-called shooter was being apprehended and nobody knew what was going on, and every now and then they would show this image or that image of the person being apprehended and all that stuff. I'm sure I wasn't the only person who was looking very, very closely and wondering, what is the race of the shooter? My God, I hope the shooter isn't black. Mark Hamill and people like you, do you know, do you have any idea what this country would be like today if yesterday we found out that shooter was black. This goes back to something I was talking about on the other video, how I feel like black people are also being set up. Our image is on fire right now. This is nothing to fucking play with right now, okay? The only job of politicians and celebrities of any type of influence, even you, Mark Hamill, is to bring down the temperature. But you can't seem to fucking do that, can you? No, you just have to keep it going. Keep it going. I swear to you, yesterday, when I was wondering and the possibility was there, if that shooter had turned out to be black, no matter where I was, I would have run out to get my son because it would have been dangerous to his life. You understand what I'm saying? And if anyone disagrees with me, you can get in the comment section and tell me why. Because everything that I've seen leads me to believe that we are hanging on by a thread in this country. All right. Everybody is mad at everybody. Maybe you haven't noticed that, Mr. Hamill. And the sad part about it is that I love the character of Luke Skywalker. I am a huge Star Wars fan. I didn't need to know this about you, Mark Hamill. I've always respected the fact that you seem to care about Star Wars. You've cared about the fans. You've been a philanthropist. I've done stories. I've done videos about this where you would visit kids in the sick ward of hospitals and things like that. I've always respected you, man. But then you come up with this against all reason and you want to terrorize people and twist their perception of what's good and what's decent as far as this game of politics is concerned. You don't have to go down this road. You have a candidate. You put your candidate up to vote and all of this stuff. But all this extra hostility, it's so dangerous. So dangerous. And I remember the first inkling that I got that I didn't like you as a person was during the first Trump go-around, the first debate, I think it was. And I can't remember. I think it might have been his Vice President Pence or, you know, his running mate Pence at the time. And I think he was doing a debate and there might have been a fly. Who remembers that? I think there was a fly that was like buzzing around Pence or something. It might have even landed on his face. And I remember on Twitter, Mark Hamill, you said something like, that fly is the only black friend you have. And I remember saying to myself, wow, he went there. And a lot of the people who were on that thread told you to take down the tweet. And you did. At the time, I should have screen capped it. I should have captured it, but I didn't. You know, I was thinking whatever. I was in shock, you know, that you would say something so stupid. But you did. And ever since then, it kind of had me giving you the side eye. It made me raise an eyebrow to you, you know? And I was like, well, damn, I guess everyone can misspeak sometime. But that's what told me that you're in this place, man, that is disturbing, you know, to me. And ever since then, it has not been the same. Your politics, I don't need to know your politics, bro. It's like I don't need to know that you're influencing people to be so damn unreasonable. But here we have it. And it's not just you. You know, when you go on social media, you see all of these people out here who are saying, well, it's too bad he missed and all of this stuff. This is wrong, man. It's absolutely 100% positively wrong. But you would think that someone in your position of influence, someone who has Star Wars fans of all different walks of life and generations and political leanings, you think that you would be more responsible in how you relay this message and how you relate to the masses. But no. You know, so this is what Mark Hamill is saying. All right, he's saying that I'm grateful the former president is okay, but never forget, he pretty much asked for it. He pretty much got what he deserved. That's what you're saying. That's what you believe is an appropriate message for this country at this particular place and time. Shame on you, Mark Hamill. Shame on you. But anyway, guys, if you watch this, thank you. Thank you for watching. And you can get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this. You can like, you can share, you can subscribe. Of course, the Super Things feature is on all of my videos. I will catch you guys on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.